Bam, we live. Hey everybody. Welcome to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. And I know we haven't had any games, we haven't had any family nights and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna do that very soon. I'm hoping. Okay. Had a great weekend. Hadn't talked to you guys since Saturday the 4th when we went out bike riding. Took the day off yesterday from posting, which is cool. You know, every now and then I'm gonna take a day off. I don't want y'all to think I don't love you or I love you any less. But I needed a little break. You know, I needed a little break. Plus it was the holiday weekend, so you know, hey, it is what it is. Coronavirus numbers are still running crazy, rampant. And let me see what else is going on. Yeah, you know, we doing well. So we had a good 4th. I mean, these people right here shot off fireworks for like the last month, so the fireworks is just background noise now because they've been going off forever. Supposedly, in some cities, authorities are putting fireworks in areas for whatever reason. I mean, I have my own theory, but you know, you come to your own conclusion. That one scared me. I don't know if y'all saw me turn. So yeah, Jennifer and I went out on a bike ride on Saturday, which was the 4th. Had a good little exercise, getting back into the exercise routine. I am so out of shape, y'all, it's ridiculous. I can't even ride like 2-3 miles without, getting winded. So it's gonna be a process for me. And the biggest thing for me is changing my diet. I gotta change my eating habits. I have to. We don't eat meat, but when you eat a lot of dairy, and that's what I'm going through right now because my body has a lot of inflammation. And anytime you're consuming animal products, you're going to have inflammation. It just is what it is. I've gotten around it, for a while now, but I've got to, I got to change my diet. I got to go back to not eating any dairy. I have to, for my own sakes. For my own goodness, for my own welfare, for my own being, I have to do it. So it is what it is, unfortunately. And the crazy part about it, I love cheese. Well, that's about the only thing I eat is dairy. I love cheese. Cheese is like, oh, I love it. But it's so terrible for you. It's bad. So, yeah, feeling great. Which brings me to topic, or brings us to topic. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. It's called Unstoppable. It's about in the movie his name is Dewey, and Dewey's not too bright. And he has to move this train out the yard, and it's got all these cars on it, and it's not gonna fit on the track. They're trying to bring in another train, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going through this for the people who haven't ever seen it. And it's a great movie. I mean, I recommend you guys watch it. If you've seen it before, watch it again. It's a pretty good. It's got a pretty good pretty good plot to it. Good story. And it has several stories in it. And I always, when I watch movies, I always try to find the underlying meaning, I like watching movies that that make you think. So yeah, this movie, it will definitely make you think, and it's kind of inspirational and motivational at the same time. So anyway, I got up this morning, I started thinking about it. I was like, man, I feel like that train in the movie. So anyway, back to the train yard. Dewey has to move this train, and all he needs to do is just push up the power a little bit, because y'all know with a locomotive, especially when it has 30 cars on it takes a lot of power to get that thing moving. I'm talking about, it's like, and then I don't know. I've never been a train engineer, so I don't really know. I'm just going by what I've heard. I've never researched. I'm just going by what people have said. So it takes a lot of power to get the thing moving. But once it gets going, you bring the power down, and the sheer weight itself will stop it. Gravity takes over. And that's, that friction, even though it's running on rails, it's still, weight on top of the rails. That's friction, and causes, the force to stop. But velocity just stops. The momentum stops. You know, an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless otherwise. What is that? How does that go? Unless otherwise other forces brought on it. I don't know. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure we got some scientists that are watching. And I know somebody's going to correct me, which is fine. So anyway, the train gets going, and he notices that it's pointed to the wrong track. You know, he looks down and at the switcher. He's got to get out the cab, and you know, he radios to his workmate, and he's like, hey, I got to jump out the cab. I got to switch these tracks. And his workmate's like, no, you know, we can't do that. Just go past it, back up, and we'll realign, and then we'll do it that way. And he's like, no, I can do it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this fool jumps out, which is against, you know, all kind of policy or whatever. And this nutcase jumps out the cab, runs down, hits the switcher. And when he does that, he doesn't apply. I can't remember what it's called, but he can't. I think it's called a dynamic brake. He doesn't apply the dynamic brake. I think that's what they call it in the movie. And like I said, I have no idea what I'm talking about as far as trains. Never been on a. Have I? Yeah, I've been on one train in my life, but I was a passenger. I was not a conductor. Come on, dude, you got the right of way. Let's go. So anyway, this guy, you know, puts it under power, doesn't apply the dynamic brake, and when he jumps out, the train is like click, 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 click. I guess it's some automatic feature in this train. It's probably just in the movies. I'm sure they. Well, then again, I mean, we looked this up. We looked it up. This was based on a true story. This actually happened. Good morning, Tara. Glad somebody popped in. So anyway. The train some kind of way click, 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 and it went to full power. So this nutcase, you know, of course the train is already moving. So he walks down, and he's a rather large guy. So he's taking his time. He gets over to the switcher, and he notices that the train is moving much faster. He's not going to be able to. Well, he thinks, or he tries to jump back up on the cab. And when this happens, of course the train now is at full power. So the train has started to pick up speed. And all these guys around the yard are laughing, and you know, they think it's funny because they think that the train is just going to run down a little bit and then it's going to stop. Well, nobody knows that this train is under full power. My husband started his first day at the post office this morning. All right, first day of training / orientation. I thought, you know what I thought? I thought you were telling me that he was going from transport company to another transport company. So did he go from transport company to transport company and then to the post office, or did he just make a move from transport company to the post office? But that's a great move right there. He should start out making some decent money. I don't know what I know the last time I checked into the post office, I think they started you out at like $17, $18 an hour, something like that. So that's pretty decent money. I don't know what he was making, you know, transporting, but he's probably making more money at the post office. Just from me, just throwing out there, I don't have a clue. So anyway, Dewey can't get back on the cab, so he reports to Connie. I don't know why I remember all these characters' names, but Connie is my favorite actress, who is Rosario Dawson. I'm like secretly, well, it's not even a secret. Jennifer knows. Jennifer's celebrity crush is Johnny Depp. Mine is Rosario Dawson. I just think she's so beautiful. She's gorgeous. So anyway, she gets to work finally. Like, he was making $17 an hour transfer. Oh, wow. So hopefully he's making way more than that at the post office. That's great. So anyway, Connie finally gets to work like 15, 20 minutes later. And she's like, Dewey, did you apply the dynamic brake? And he's like, Connie, the train is under full power. They got this dude acting so dopey. Connie, the train is under full power. You know, I just remember that line. It's something similar to that line right there. And she's like, oh God. So she gets on the phone. She calls. I think the guy's name is Ned. I don't know why I'm so emotionally involved with this movie, where I know all these characters' names. So anyway, she contacts Ned, who's like, he's just redneck. And being a redneck is not bad. It's just, being a country boy. And he's got this huge dually, which is a big old diesel, high-powered, truck with 4 tires on the back. And he's in there. He's flirting with some waitress who's really not interested in whatever he's saying. And he's a welder, which is kind of like a nobody in the community. Kind of like me. He's kind of like a handyman. Nobody cares about you. So Ned hightails it out the parking lot. He's spinning tire. He's getting rubber. Blah blah blah. He's burning out. Man, would you get out the way with your brand new BMW? I'm seeing so many people with these new car 30-day tags on. It just, I don't know what they're gonna do when this doggone money runs out. Anyway, she's like, go to the blah 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 point, and when the train gets there, stop the train, bag it up, bring it back to the yard, blah blah blah. He's like, okay, so he hightails it out there. So she calls him, like, I don't know who calls who. One of them called the other one. I think she calls him, and she's no, that's not what happened. Dewey and this other derelict comes by on like the truck that rolls on the tracks, right? So they come by and they're like, where's the train? He's like, does it look like I have a freaking 30-car train out my, what? So it's a pretty funny scene. And these guys are just jerks. I mean, they're just idiots, because it's both of their faults that this train, good morning, Tasha. It's both of their faults that this train is running, and it's running like crazy. And what else happened? All right, so they can't find the train. So she's like, y'all need to find this train. So then she calls deputy director, I can't remember his name. He was a pure jerk. So she calls him, and the moral of the story, the reason I even went there and started telling you guys about it, is that I just been in a mode here lately that I feel like I'm that train. And eventually down the road they try to shoot at the train as the train goes by, which was a dumb assed idea to me. I'm like, what were y'all thinking? They're trying to hit the fuel gauge on the side to, I guess, to engage the fuel gauge. But in my opinion, if you shoot a switch and the bullet goes through, the bullet's gonna go through it. So it's like 50-50 if it's gonna short that switch, or if it's gonna shorten the switch would make it stop, or if it's just gonna go through it and keep it closed. So I'm like, then they had this derailer where they was gonna finally, it's like, well, we gotta derail the train. And of course this train is rolling, miles per hour, and it's like 30 something cars. So it hits this derailer and just explodes the derailer. I mean, then at one point in time, this poor guy, he's got his camper he's got his horse trailer on the tracks, and somebody comes through not paying attention, a dump truck driver, I think, and he loses control, hit the horse trailer, and they gotta hurry and get the horse out the trailer because the train is coming, and it's coming, it's coming fast. So it hits this horse trailer and just explodes it. So anyway, they finally come up with this plan where they're gonna put this ex-army guy on this helicopter, and he's gonna, which I thought was pretty. I thought it was a pretty good doggone plan. It's just something happened and ended up killing this other conductor. So anyway, moral of the story is I'm in a mode where I feel like, good morning, Melanie. So I feel like I'm in a mode of just where I'm unstoppable. I feel like I'm unstoppable with life. I feel like I'm unstoppable with this business. I just feel like I'm just in a mode where it's like everything I touch turns to gold. These people are kind of pacing me. I don't like when people are like doing the same speed behind me and next to me and all that kind of stuff. I can't stand that. It's like, what are y'all trying to trap me in something or something? I don't know. And it's making me have the speed. I can't stand seeing somebody right behind me and somebody right behind me on the other side. That just bothers the heck out of me. Good morning. So anyway, they finally devised this plan where this guy is going to come off a side track. He's going to speed up. He's going to slow the train down enough where this little guy in the helicopter can get landed on top of the engine and get in and stop the train. I thought it was a great plan. I didn't think it was going to work, but I thought it was a good plan. And this is from the first time I saw the movie. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work or not, because he tried to do it from the front, and I'm like, that train is just going to push that engine, in my opinion. Now, what I thought they should have done, I thought they should have put somebody on the engine, in the cab, gotten in front of the train that was moving, and then jumped from that engine to the engine that was under power that wasn't being conducted. And then I thought that would have been a better plan, but hey, it's a movie, So anyway, that's the way I'm feeling. Now, have I put in a lot of work? Oh my God, yes. And I'm talking about tons of work. But when you're trying to get things off the ground, when you're trying to get a ministry started, you're trying to get your weight loss going, trying to get your health back, whatever you're trying to do, you got to put in massive amounts of time and energy into that thing in the beginning, because if you don't, you're gonna be in trouble. Even with prepping, when we first get into prepping, we go watch every video we can find on prepping. And you're putting a bunch of time and energy into it, especially when you first learn about it. It's like, oh my God, I gotta get this, I gotta do this, I gotta learn that, blah, 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 blah. And it's a never ending story. And that's with anything in life, guys. Anything in life that you are dreaming of having. And that's all it is in the beginning. It's a dream. It's a hope. You're trying to do things that you've never done before. I had never lost 100 pounds until I did it last year. And Tasha tell you, I was a fat boy. I don't like my weight now. I don't like the way I look now. I don't like the way I feel now. But I'm not where I was. Good Lord, I was huge. And I've kind of let myself go a little bit. And I looked at my stomach this weekend. I was like, oh no, that's it. Done deal. Over, done with. You've had your fun. It's time to lose it. Cause see, I want to live here. I want to be here. I want to live. I want to enjoy my children. I don't have grandchildren yet, thank goodness. I'm not ready for that. We got the God Baby. We'll go see the God Baby this weekend. That was another reason why we didn't do it. I didn't do a lot the other day because we spent some time with the God Baby. And she's so fun. She just turned 2 in March. So we do this thing, like I'll pick her up and I'll grab her by one hand. I just do it like I'm doing exercise with her or whatever. She loves it. So we discovered this thing this weekend where I had put her on the floor and I grabbed her I picked up her legs and I kind of grabbed her by the inside of her knees. And I was like, okay, 1, 2, and then I picked her up really quick. I didn't snatch her. I didn't want to kill the child, but I picked her up really quick, right? Oh my God. And her body's like, because of course, you're going from zero gravity to getting yanked up. You feel it. Oh my God. This chick thought that was just what, Tasha? This chick thought that was the most amazing thing of her little young life. So I put her down and we do it again. I put her down and we do it again. Now, of course, I'm an old man now. So me picking up a kid that's like, 30 pounds over and over again, it's not going to happen so many times. I'm not John Henry here. And I'm sure not Paul Bunyan. It's not going to keep happening. So I did it probably a couple more times. I thought, okay, that's it. Man, this was so, and we all there. Me, her mom, her grandmother, Jennifer, her aunt, we're all in the house. And we on her back, close to me. I'm like, So she scoots, and that was so daggone fun. I mean, to see this kid just be scooching over like that, and the way her body was, she looked like a little doggone, I don't know, a little worm. The way she was moving her body, I'm like, how are you doing this? And we all bust out like, 'cause it was so funny. And it's those times like that in life. This is the second business I've seen shut down. I just passed by a 7-Eleven. A 7-Eleven, and I know y'all know that's a national chain, that was closed. I don't think I've ever seen a 7-Eleven closed. I'm passing by a Walmart, Sears, closed. You know, so the handwriting's on the wall, y'all. Get me a Slurpee. I can't get you a Slurpee. They're closed. Just keep exercising with the baby. It's fun and they weigh enough. I know yeah, she definitely weighs enough. So yeah, I mean, the handwriting's on the wall. I'm gonna shift subjects a little bit here. Handwriting's on the wall, y'all. We have got to do something. And I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what you guys' financial situation is. But I'm gonna tell you this. I believe it's going to get a lot. I think the economy is going to get a lot worse. I think that life as we know it is going to get a little worse than it is right now. We are heading back into a shutdown. I don't know if y'all see that or not, but I heard this morning. And see, I got this. I don't even have to watch the news anymore. This is my. I'm gonna tell you, I gotta give props and I gotta give a shout out to my daughter, because for Father's Day she drove down here and she gave me this Google Mini, I think that's what it's called, where it's like, hey Google, blah blah blah. And every morning, get this, y'all, instead of me sitting there and having the news, we haven't turned the TV on in our bedroom since I got this Google Mini. Because when I get up in the morning, whatever time it is, I'll be like, hey Google, good morning. And she's like, good morning, blah 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 blah, and she just goes in and she's like, you know, the weather is this and such and such, and here's the news. And I get the news within like 3 to 5 minutes of pretty much everything that's going on. I ain't gonna say everything that's going on. I'm on Military Highway. Get me, okay. What? I'm on Military Highway. Okay. I eat dairy 2 days, then skip a day, repeat. That keeps me feeling good. Yeah, I mean, I have got to stay away from the dairy. I have too much inflammation in my body. I'm starting to fast today. I'm doing water only because I gotta clean. Started with enema this morning, and I was like, and I'm regular, y'all. I am so regular. I go poo like, you know, at least twice a day, at least. And yesterday was one of those days where I went and got. I've been on these Firehouse Sub kicks, and yesterday I went and got me one, and I had them to put extra cheese on it, and that was not welcomed in my body. My temple was like, no. So yeah, it wasn't a good day for me yesterday as far as eating. But I did find this. This is bad too. But I mean, I had bought this stuff from Kroger. This vegetable fried rice from Kroger, and man, it was good. Put in the microwave for like 6.5 minutes, and it's ready. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot I had a call. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Beautiful. I'm glad you did that. Okay, sounds great. All right, no problem. If you guys can hear me, I'm gonna go ahead and end now. I forgot I had a scheduled call, so I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit later. Okay. Love y'all. Mwah.